When you can actually see your profit for the year in dollars and cents, it gets you more in the notion of selling corn, knowing that I can lock in a $50,000 profit or whatever the profit is. You want to lock it in. If I know I can make that much profit in a year, I will be in business next year.
Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. It's July 29th, 2014. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right here is Cody Bills. Well, Cody, we saw a little bit of a turnaround Tuesday, a lot of red on the board here. We saw December corn off 5 3/4, November beans trading down 12 3/4. Another weak day for the U.S. wheat market, off 14 cents there when looking at the September and the December contracts. This morning, though, getting the trade started, we had a couple export sales. What was going on there?
Well, we saw 135,000 metric tons of new crop soy meal here sold to unknown destinations. We also saw about 147,000 metric tons of corn here sold to Colombia for the new crop. Those were both very positive. But when you look at soybeans, I know it's very interesting. Yesterday we had a nice strong day for soybeans. Today we drifted a little bit lower. I wouldn't be surprised if some producers took advantage, kind of sold into some of this, and one of the reasons why we traded lower. But it is very hard to kind of work through this kind of whipsawing price action. But let's just kind of break it down. You know, when you look at the hourly chart, you'll notice that the trend here on the hourly chart is still higher. And when you, if you were to look at where we were when we traded into the highs here in the overnight session, we were able to close over 1107 yesterday, and then we traded up to around that 1117 area, a previous high that we reached back when the plane was shot down over Ukraine. Right. That area was retested last night, and we saw some selling pressure. I still think this trend, the short-term trend, is going higher. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if we're able to trade over $11. However, if we continue to get selling pressure and we start cupping back over the lows and this trend breaks, I would start to be nervous that we could be susceptible to another leg down here. Yeah, kind of the next stop here for the bean market, I think, would be Thursday. We are going to be getting export sales, and over the last couple weeks here, we've seen very good sales of U.S. corn and soybeans. Certainly looks like lower prices are spurring some demand on the international front. Looking at corn demand, though, we are going to be getting ethanol numbers out tomorrow. And let's kind of revisit this chart that we showed last week on GrainTV. This shows weekly ethanol production going back to 2011. And you can see here the purple line is what we're seeing this year. And we're kind of bucking the seasonal trend that we tend to see with ethanol production sliding lower into July and into August. Last week we saw a very strong weekly figure. Wouldn't be surprised to see another one tomorrow. We know that sagging corn prices have really helped out ethanol margins. But one thing that's helping out this ethanol market as well is the price of crude oil, which has been marching higher here over the last several weeks. So that is good from the demand side, and I think a longer-term story here is going to be corn going to ethanol in the 2014-15 marketing year. Right now, the USDA is looking for a slight decrease in corn going to ethanol in 2014. I think with the production numbers that we've been seeing, a lot of traders are going to start looking at this and seeing that that's one demand side number that may need to be revised here in upcoming USDA WASDE reports. Not sure if it's going to come on the 12th, August 12th, but as I said, down the line here, that's something to keep an eye on. Well, we'll just have to see how the ethanol production numbers come out tomorrow. Other than that, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, give us a call, 877-472-4607. Remember to take a demo of the mobile trading app at grainhedge.com. You can use it on your iPhone and Android device. So that is a very powerful feature for producers that are out in the field and on the go. We'll see you here tomorrow.